Mark and Jenna had shared 9 years of marriage, building their life in Portland around their 7-year-old son, Liam. Mark, a contractor, dedicated himself to providing for the family, while Jenna, a marketing manager, excelled in her career. Their relationship seemed solid despite the constant demands of work, until one evening changed everything. Mark came home early to find Jenna in the living room with Chris, a colleague. The closeness between them was unmistakable. Jenna's hurried introduction of Chris as just a co-worker didn't convince Mark. Later, text messages confirmed what he feared. She was having an affair. Heartbroken, he told Jenna to leave, effectively ending their marriage. Jenna begged for forgiveness, insisting it had been a momentary lapse caused by feeling neglected. But Mark couldn't overlook the violation, especially in their home while Liam slept upstairs. His decision was firm. She had to move out. Jenna relocated to a friend's house, flooding his phone with apologies, but Mark's priority was shielding Liam from the turmoil. He consulted a lawyer and initiated divorce proceedings. Life without Jenna became a hollow routine. Mark handled school runs, soccer practices, and daily routines, all while anger simmered beneath the surface at the thought of Chris in their home. Meanwhile, Jenna, consumed by guilt, began therapy and cut ties with Chris, hoping to show genuine remorse. Their contact was limited to co-parenting, tense yet civil, for Liam's sake. Mark wrestled with sleepless nights, questioning whether his long hours had contributed to Jenna's choices. But the reality that she brought another man into their shared home outweighed any self-doubt. Then, on a rainy evening, an unexpected knock came at his door. Chris appeared, unshaven and nervous, asking to speak. Mark's fury surged. How dare he show up? Chris admitted to the affair, claiming Jenna had ended it, expressing regret, and insisting his feelings were more than physical. Mark restrained himself, but slammed the door, his mind spinning. Chris's boldness reignited old pain, while planting a troubling question. Was Jenna's remorse real, or just another deception? Mark kept the visit to himself, using it to steel his resolve. He pressed on with the divorce, selling the house and dividing assets. Jenna offered no resistance, silenced by guilt. They co-parented Liam, whose confusion about living in two homes broke Mark's heart. Immersing himself in work and fatherhood, he found solace in Liam's laughter. Jenna, meanwhile, worked on herself through therapy, but Mark remained unforgiving. Chris's visit lingered in his mind as a raw, painful memory. A friend suggested counseling, not to reconcile, but to manage co-parenting. Mark attended reluctantly, while Jenna openly expressed her regret, admitting she had felt invisible in their marriage. Mark acknowledged that his focus on work had left her lonely, but her affair was a choice he could not excuse. They agreed on boundaries for Liam's sake. No contact with ex-lovers, complete transparency. Though Chris's intrusion continued to haunt him, Mark began noticing Jenna's consistent effort. She showed up for Liam, respected his boundaries, and gradually chipped away at his defenses. Months later, at Liam's school play, Mark and Jenna sat apart, cheering as their son took his bow. Their divorce was final, a casualty of betrayal and audacity. Mark slowly began to heal. He coached Liam's soccer team, pursued hobbies he had neglected, and found small joys in fatherhood. Jenna focused on personal growth, striving to earn respect, if not love. Liam remained the fragile but unifying link between them. Chris's knock had been a painful blow, but it also reminded Mark of his strength. Mark found peace in simple moments, building forts with Liam, laughing at his antics, and reclaiming his life. Jenna's betrayal had shattered their trust, yet Chris's audacity had inadvertently empowered Mark, showing he could stand firm. He approached dating cautiously, wary of old wounds, while Jenna rebuilt her life and career. Though they were neither friends nor enemies, they remained united by their shared love for Liam. The home they had lost became a memory, replaced by separate paths toward healing. At Liam's birthday, Mark and Jenna stood on opposite sides, watching him blow out the candles. The betrayal, divorce, and Chris's intrusion were scars that shaped them. Mark's decision to end the marriage was an act of self-respect, not revenge. Chris's visit had cemented that choice. Liam's happiness became their shared focus, giving them purpose despite the pain. Their love had ended, but their commitment to their son endured. In quiet moments, Mark looked at Liam with a heart full yet scarred. Jenna's betrayal had ended their marriage, but through the chaos, Mark discovered his own worth. He was rebuilding, not just for Liam, but for himself. A new life, forged from the ashes of lost trust.